What's happening YouTube? More motivation reactions. Back with another reaction video. So I came across a Candace Owen video on Facebook talking about LeBron James and how, in short form, he should basically just stick to basketball and stop talking about other things because he's not that smart, man. He's not that smart. A lot of you people that idolize, what am I doing? A lot of you people that idolize will not be able to see this. You know, he has this I promise school that nobody passed in math in the last 3 years, and nobody talks about it. So I'm gonna watch this video here, react to it, pause it every now and then, give my own thoughts, and carry on from that. But if you come back to my channel, thank you so much. And if you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more reaction videos. Before I keep going the video, there is a reference to Martin Luther King in here and how Brown was pretending to read the book and couldn't elaborate on any point of the points in the book, which is kind of embarrassing. He should have just said, I didn't read it yet, you know, to save himself the trouble. But anyway, one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King is, you cannot remove darkness with darkness. You can only remove darkness with light. And you cannot remove hate with hate. You can only do love. All right. And I believe there's another one. Once it comes to me, I'll mention it. But anyway, let's carry on with the video. All right. Where is my computer mouse? I don't know where it is. All right, whatever. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Wonderful to watch him play basketball. Why do we listen to LeBron James? LeBron James, in my view, is all brawn and no brains. I have said this repeatedly. I'm going to just unpack this for you slowly before we get to the obvious failures of his school, which I said years ago. Nobody ever gives me any credit for being right? I'm just being a hater. I just hate him because he's a strong black man who knows how to play basketball or something ridiculous like that. LeBron James obviously does not read books. He is not clever. He is not smart. He is not what Kobe Bryant.
I agree with that point. He was not as smart as Kobe Bryant. When it comes to basketball, LeBron's a basketball genius. The thing is, though, like, to a point here, I do agree in the sense that he is not smart when it comes to other things. There's a problem when you try to step outside your lane. Stay in your lane, people. Don't elaborate on things you don't know about. You know what I mean? Don't talk about things that you don't know about. Stay to your own expertise. The problem with the generation now is everyone's an expert. Everyone wants to give fitness tips. Everyone wants to give life coaching tips. You have 20-year-old life coaches. You have 500-pound fitness trainers. You know what I mean? There are smarts in each category of things. You could be a basketball genius, but not a genius when it comes to other things. And that's fine. Stay in your own lane. Stay in your own lane. I'm not going to go into something I'm not and try to pretend like I'm something in that thing. No, it's okay to lose your ego and stay in your own lane. You know, somebody said to LeBron, shut up and play basketball. I agree. I agree, man. I agree. You know, stick to the game or speak on things that you have expertise in. There's no issues with that. There's no issues in staying in your lane. If you want to do it all, just know that it takes years to become good, then better, then great, then expert. I am not going to call myself a fitness expert. I have to do it for at least 30 years to be considered an expert, even though I've done it for 13 years. I cannot say I'm an expert. It takes like 10,000 hours to master something. I can say I'm an expert in walking and talking. To some degree, I'm not an expert in talking, as you can hear me speak at this moment. But there's a problem with people's insecurity, thinking that they need to be in everything. It's okay to stick to your own expertise, stick to your own things, be in your own lane. Know what I mean? When it comes to basketball, he's a genius, but when it comes to other things, not so much, because he tries to put himself too much out there. He needs too much attention. That's the problem. Stay in your own lane. When it comes to drawing, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm getting better. I'm not an expert. I'm pretty good, getting better to genius. Okay. When it comes to fitness, I'm getting better. I'm pretty good. When it comes to the things I do, I'm good at them. But I am not gonna come here and pretend I'm good at something when I'm not good at it. You know what I mean? You at the end of the day, you can learn anything. Learning is a skill. If you learn something once, you can learn a new thing another time. And more people should understand that. And don't idolize to the point your favorite person does something and you cannot even call it out. You cannot even say it's wrong. Clearly, it's not working. His school, most eighth graders are not passing. Is that a good thing? It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know, a lot of you are gonna come in and say, "Oh, you're hating." No, I'm stating what I'm seeing in front of me. You know what I mean? If I see blue, I'm gonna tell you I see blue. I'm not gonna tell you anything else.
Was, but he wants you to believe he is, which is why he is often seen holding a book and always remarkably reading the very first page when he has photogs catching him reading a book. Here is a meme generally showing that. It's showing you 8 pictures. What are the odds? 8 pictures of the paparazzi catching him reading the first page of a book.
Make it believable, man. Make it believable. If you're gonna take photos, make it believable.
He has none.
Make it believable, man.
Evidence of that.
Golly.
Here is when he is caught off guard and a reporter asks him to detail what he's learned in the Malcolm X book that he's holding in this interview. Take a listen.
So you're holding the autobiography of Malcolm X along with Alex Haley. I don't know how far you are into the book, but what's your biggest takeaway?
I kind of started a couple days ago, but I've read a lot of notes over the years. It's my first time actually reading it from start to finish.
Start to finish. Bro, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Just say you didn't read it. Say you didn't read it. Say you didn't read it. Don't lie. First time reading it start to finish? Why would you say that? Why? It's okay to tell the truth, people. It's okay to tell the truth. I'm military background. If you don't tell the truth early on, you can mess up your troop. You can mess up a lot of things. It's better to call it out early so issues don't arise later on. Take accountability and say the truth, man. If you don't know, you don't know. That's fine. You can learn later on. There's nothing wrong with admitting when you don't know something. Nothing. He's pretending. And look, on the spot, I feel the pain of her face right now. I may not like a lot of things this lady says, but at least she'll be the type to see something and call it out. You know, she's not starstruck. And that's a problem with a lot of people. You're starstruck to the point your favorite person will do something and you cannot call it out. There's good and there's bad. Praise them when they do good things, but also keep them accountable when they do something, not so good. I would love that too. I would love for the people around me to keep me accountable, so that I keep improving as a human being. You know what I'm saying? But you should have just told the truth, man. Why would you say you read it from start to finish if I didn't mishear him? It's embarrassing. Yo, what the fuck's going on?
Very smart man. Very, very smart man. And
It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
his words in sentences. What's going on? It's actually what's going on today. Still.
Yo, guys, this is embarrassing.
How powerful.
This is embarrassing, man.
That word a lot. How powerful we are. But we have to unite. We have to be together. We have to stand strong. There's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be
That's every black book, man. That's every black documentary, black book.
It's too painful. It's too painful. I can't watch it anymore. You know, you just have to hold the whole book report. You didn't read it the night before. You realize it's due, and you're like, oh crap, what's this book about? Malcolm X. Okay, he used the word Negro a lot. He a very, 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 very smart
So
man.
embarrassing.
Malcolm, we have to unite, and that's kind of the point of the book, is that Black America has to unite. That's probably kind of the point of every book that's been written by a Black person. And I really hope I get an A on this report for this book that I didn't read. This is what LeBron
Come on,
James
man.
is, and people are upset with me for calling it out. You can like.
Yo, and this makes us look bad, man, when these athletes do this. A couple of days ago, or whenever you see this video, weeks, whenever you see this video, Jimmy Butler was doing this emo thing. And the day later, he was fine. He was dressed up normally. All they're there for is to wear dresses, push agendas, be entertainment. We need to have better inspirational male figures in the black community. We need more of that. And quite frankly, a lot of women are too drawn to those kind of idiots. I said it, idiots. Why did I say idiot? Because you cannot take accountability. You cannot say, I didn't read the book. I don't know anything yet. Instead, you lie. And not only lie, but when they ask you the questions, you cannot even elaborate. So it makes all of us look bad. All of us. Makes all of us look like idiots, look bad, look like only good for entertainment. I'm happy I have a father from Cameroon. Cameroon, not this United States stuff. Because it seems to be their mindset there is different. Entertainment, women, weed, football, music. Like their mindset is just so that I don't want to be associated with that. I'm African, Cameroonian. That's me. Even though I may sound American or Canadian, whatever you want to label it, I'm Cameroonian. I don't want to be associated with any of that. That's the problem. That is ruining the entire culture. Ruining the entire culture. Yo, birds, shut up. Thank you.
Like him as an athlete, he's on intellect. And so he announced he was opening the I Promise School. I obviously was critical of this because you cannot give people handouts. It does not work. The students have to do the work. You can't say, oh, because you're black, you just need the school. And he said, I'm going to guarantee every kid a scholarship to college, as if that's going to work. That's not how it works in meritocracy, right? These children have to actually want to do well in school. And it turns out that they don't want to do well in school. Yes, not a single eighth grade student has passed state math test in 3 years at the I Promise School, which is based in Akron,
Very
Ohio.
alarming.
And just to be clear,
Oof.
he's funding the school entirely via his LeBron James Family Foundation. And you will remember the media campaign. I think Don Lemon went down with him to the school and talked about his goals, a media campaign behind LeBron James giving back to the community, how they were trying to convince you that this is going to be a remarkable success. A lot of marketing dollars went into that. Let me jog your memory. Take a look.
I promise to go to school, to never give up, no matter what.
Why do you need a piece of paper to say those stuff? Why? If you have a piece of paper, okay, you have talking notes, specific things you cover. You need a paper to read. I promise. Come on, man. Why can't you people see through that? This is the problem with idolizing. This is why the Bible says it's not good to idolize, and I see why every single day. The person you idolize can do no wrong, and you cannot call out things for what they are when you see it. Why do you need a piece of paper to read? I promise. Golly, man, you guys, you need to idolize less and be more discreet. Be more observant. See things for what they are.
Promise is more than a school. It's a place where we are family, means everything. A school where teachers greet you with hugs and high fives, where strong STEM academics are infused with love and care, and where our team mentality shines through IPS athletics. A place where learning is about more than books.
Well, you heard it there first, guys.
More
They're
than
gonna greet
books.
you with hugs and high fives, and learning is about, quote, more than books. Now, maybe they should focus on learning about the books because, as I said, it turns out that not a sole student in its fall 8th grade class passed the state math test.
Goodness
It's the third
gracious.
grade. It's just been going on for years, according to the Akron Beacon Journal. So this school is, in fact, a failure. It's not really a failure, actually, more than it is a revealing truth about something that I have been saying forever. Black America has to want to pick itself up from the bootstraps. Of its own bootstraps. You can't have a community that whines about racism the entire time. Where's the racism?
The only thing I would say about her and how she contradicts herself is she's with a white man. I have nothing against interracial dating, marriage, or anything in that nature, but for someone that hurts on this so much, at least be with the brother. All right, that's the only thing I have to say. But other than that, she's speaking a lot of facts. That's my only observation. I'm not saying it's a must, but for somebody that hurt so much about it, at least walk the walk in it in our ways. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I will say. That's the only thing I will say. If I'm about it that much, I have to be about it that much. Anyway, that's my observation.
Racism at LeBron James' school. The entire thing is focused on basically saying you're a winner just because you're black, and that's not true. You're a winner when you win. A lot of people are losers. Okay, that is so evidentiary. We have a lot of losers in society that believe that they can become winners if they whine the loudest. A lot of people that don't want to work, want to be given handouts. Look how cool I am. I go to LeBron James' school. LeBron James, give me a high five and a hug. Who
Stupid.
cares about your high five or your hug? Teach these kids to learn how to read. If they don't know how to read, fail them, flunk them. Okay.
I'm gonna stop here, but everything I took from this video, she speaks a lot of facts about wanting to pick yourself up. I'm not gonna say what community, but as an individual, you should always want to pick yourself up. Okay. Number two, stop idolizing. Why? Because when your favorite person does something wrong, especially have a school where most of the eighth graders haven't passed in 3 years and nobody says anything about it, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay? And you have to win in order to be classified as a winner. I hate the generation how everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets a high five. The people that won the most seem to be winning the most. The people that don't go through any sort of adversity are shared more. It's stupid. It's stupid. In the real world, you'll crumble if you have that kind of mindset. So she speaks facts there. You have to be obsessed with winning. Every day, wake up early. You should be up before 6. You should be up before 6. You should be training every day. You should be eating a certain way every day. You should be reading something, studying something. You should be working also. You should be meal prepping. All those things to make yourself the best version of yourself. There is no excuse, especially as a man. It sucks for us. It sucks. But you have to be tough. If you don't have a bigger brother or a father figure in your household, you need to be that person for yourself. Pick yourself up. I don't believe in depression. Okay? I don't believe in being sad. Because if something needs to be done, it needs to be done. If I'm happy, I'm doing it. If I'm sad, I'm doing it. When the payments, when the bill comes, do you get a pass on if you don't feel like paying it? Of course not. You have to be the exact same way for the things that you need to be doing each day to be the best version of yourself. No more excuses. No more. If you're between 20 and 35, you need to be on this. On this. Of course, I'm gonna keep going to I die, but you have to be on this, man. Working out, studying, reading, whatever you need, podcasts to give your brain different things to give you more perspective. Traveling can also add perspective. Documentaries. You need to meal prep. Okay, you need to be working. You need to have some sort of business idea on the side. You need to keep your full-time job and work on something you have something to do on the side so it becomes your actual thing eventually. Okay? We need to be better as men. We need to be better. We need to be better. We cannot look up to LeBron James. We cannot watch every day LeBron James. Watch yourself. Look up to yourself. Be the aspirational figure. You may become a father one day. You may be an older brother at this moment. Are your brothers proud of you? Are your parents proud of you? Will you have kids proud of you? Do you want your kids to be bragging about, oh, Superman is this? No, I want the kid to say, you're Superman. Superman couldn't do what you're doing. Good. Be great. Winners earn it. You're not just a winner because of your race or whatever. Potential means nothing without actions on a consistent basis. I'm going to conclude the video here, but thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more. Like always, get better every day. Optimize yourself. I'll see you next video.